Hey guys, this is Nick with Drilling Cycles. Just wanting to do a little update on our R model we use for our demo. It's got 600 miles on it now. Had it for 3 or 4 months. I've got a chance to add all the creature comforts to make you comfortable on the trail. About got it to where X3, way I like it. Want to go over a few things I've changed, what we found out about it, what works, what don't work. So we'll go over those now. We'll start on the front, try to work our way back around. Of course, you can see we've added the bumper here. Drawn a Drilling Cycles bumper. It ties into the bottom of the factory mounts, goes up shock mount. Love it because it gives you a little radiator protection if you want to have a light rollover. KFI 5,000 pound winch on the front. The machine comes with a built-in bulkhead for that. The hole's already there, so all you really need is your winch as long as you get the wide spool. Moving over, you can see our A-arms and knuckles. I did them all up in black, just a personal preference I want to do. A lot of people complain about them sticking out. Tire-wise, now of course we're East Coast, so we went something a little meatier. 35s fit, we know that by now. Finally got around where there's a couple options for wheels. This is a KMC wheel. Of course I had it powder coated in the textured black in the center, gloss on the outer ring, with 35-inch carnivore. This setup will put you right at 81 inches wide overall versus 77 is the stock. System 3 has one in a 15-inch that will keep you close to that 77. But what you run in, just like the stock, the tire almost dishes back in and it lets your rim, if you're getting real rocky stuff, it rubs your rims versus the tire protecting it. Who else? Valor. Valor has an option now out for it, but now it'll put you closer to 83 inches on it. So the KMCs have become my go-to favorite for right now. We'll move back. This glass windshield, this is one of our Drilling Cycles windshields we offer along with the flat roof for this. The two only work in conjunction with each other. Well, of course, the roof will work without the windshield, but the windshield has to have our flat roof. It won't work with a factory roof. Factory BRP wiper works pretty good with it. It has no problem going on and off the seal, cleaning the windshield, all that. Washer fluid, all that mounts up seamlessly, works perfect. Moving back, you got the Drilling Cycles tree bars, work great. I mean, you're 81 inches wide, you got to fit through the tree somehow. Stereo, I've tried the BRP ones. Sound great. A little too much technology for me, I guess. I went with built a SSV one we sell here. This whole system, 4 speakers, 200 watt amp with the dash panels. I want to say a little bit under $1,100. I put it in one reason, and I just made me a makeshift back window out of vinyl. The reason I had this, I had some upper doors on this in the wintertime. It helped me seal around, keep the wife, the kiddo warm. So I didn't get no complaints there. Going back, oh, my communications. That's my stereo for my music. My CB, the TYT, we found the TYTs, the Ruggeds, the same thing. They mount really good right here. There's a bar already, the hole to mount them with. You really just need to put an insert in it. We did find you know, of course it's awkward to have a cable on your left side for your mic. So we found Rugged offers extensions for the mic for that same TYT. So you can mount it on your right side, and we have an extension run under the dash, keep all that clean looking, none of the clutter out with you there. Over there you can see the BRP tablet holder. I'll walk around and show you that. I've used this with the wife, kid. It don't seem to bother either one of them. They're all fine with it. So it being out like that works seamlessly. The glove box is the biggest thing I like about it. It bolts on top of the glove box lid. You remove it, so it actually adds capacity to the factory glove box, which is rather small originally from the factory. Gives you about another 4 inches of height on it. Of course, we went with the Can-Am door bags. You can see the lowers, the uppers, and these are super easy. Anybody can put these on. They are push pins. So you open your bag, and the pins, well, it's pre-marked. BRP pre-marked these doors. You drill your holes for your push pins, put a bag up there, pop your pins in, ready to go. This is our flat roof. We like it here, East Coast, falling trees, getting under stuff like that. We're always trying to squeeze down some trail nobody's been down. nothing to hang on. Oh, speaking of hang on, now I did run it. I had a pet peeve with these little things. These buggers stick out probably about right here from the factory. And I may or may not have lost one before. I caught them. Shrubs or brushes would catch me right here, pull this thing back. I've actually took and it bolts to this piece, the cage cover. Actually has a backing piece to it. So I pulled this off, trimmed that back piece off, used a little L bracket to push it back as far as I could. I've heated this from the back side to push it in to close this gap up. Like I said, it went from being out here to where it is, trying to save that piece and keep from catching on stuff. And you can see back here on my storage, one good thing about this is it does have a huge bed. If you want to build your own storage boxes or do something, you got plenty of options, plenty of room for it. I had my storage box custom built from X3 so I could fit a cooler and this storage box in it and stay below the roof. So it was pretty easy to move that over to this unit. This just bolted in, and I just moved my factory pucks that come in it to mount back here. I was able to move that. I know somebody is going to try to crucify me over my windshield, no ram air, but to be honest, East Coast here, I can look up my average speed. If I'm in the woods, it's probably 12 to 15 mile an hour. I'm not getting a lot of ram air at that speed anyways. We don't, you know, if I was in Moab or the desert somewhere, you run a lot of sand dunes, a lot of wide open, maybe a different case, but I had no issue with enough airflow going around the front of the scoop and into it the way it is. 600 miles, so I think we'll be safe here, like I said. But if we went somewhere else, we'll still testing on that, working on it. The back end, fairly stock, except we painted our knuckles like the front just to let them blend in. The radius rods, of course, the manufacturer's just now, well, this thing's been out for about 4 months, and the manufacturer's just now getting radius rods available. Yes, you want to clip a boulder with one, they're not going to hold up. So these have been capped with 1 1/4 inch diameter tubing. We had to split it and weld it to it. If there was other options out there, you know, I'm not saying we wouldn't have just went and bought some, but at the time there was no other option and it worked great. CB mount, I mean, it was simple I just used a long bolt with 2 nuts to use a factory mount in the cage, extend that out a little bit. That was real easy. But, I mean, so far, I mean, people weren't worried about this thing on the East Coast. Transmission, we had no issues on this one. One thing I did forgot, a little protection. We did do the BRP rock sliders we have on the A-arms, trailing arms. I know I love the trailing arm guards. Trailing arm, or real bad for getting bent on the X3s. It's just where the rock clips right before the tire tries to climb the rock. So these things work awesome, keeping your trailing arms looking new. Factory UTV skid plate and a 3/8. We always go with 3/8 on the 2-seat buggies. If you're a 4-seat, I'd recommend you step up to 1/2 inch, but 2-seat on any of the buggies, 3/8 is plenty. Really, guys, I mean, that's about it as far as setup. I've got this thing. It's really comfortable now. I mean, we've got music, tunes, CB, wiper, glass, roof. I don't know what else. I mean, until some aftermarket trinkets come out that we'd like to just look pretty, probably stay this way for a little while. So like and subscribe to us if you want to keep up with the channel, and we'll catch you at the next one.